Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our breakout session. We are so excited to have the opportunity to talk to all of you today about how you can personalize the omnichannel customer experience with Amazon Connect. I am Hannah Bloking, and I am a Solution Architect Manager with Amazon Connect. Later in the session, I'm going to be inviting Mike Nolan onto the stage with me. He is our worldwide IVR specialist SA, and he will be showing you a live demonstration of what a superior customer experience looks like with Amazon Connect. After that, I'm going to invite two CX leaders at Adobe to the stage. Tarun Gupta and Prithvi Sahu are going to share Adobe's story with Amazon Connect. So there are a lot of reasons why I'm really excited to be here today, but one of the reasons I'm most excited about is that I have the opportunity to talk about my favorite part of the contact center. It's the one part of the contact center that's so critical, and it's the one person you really can't automate, and that is the customer. So just by a quick show of hands, how many of you are from the contact center space? Wow, a lot of you. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for everything that you do. It's so important for your customers. By quick show of hands, who isn't here from the contact center space? Don't be shy. Okay, amazing. So, even if you've never spent a day in a contact center in your entire life, I have got great news for you. You are still an expert. And do you want to know why? We're all experts because we are all customers. So, if you don't believe me, I think you will shortly. I'm going to try to prove it to you. Will you all do a little bit of a social experiment with me? Thank you. Please, everybody stand up. Okay. I promise nothing bad. This is good. Okay, so you have all been in Vegas now for a couple of days. So presumably you've had one or two customer experiences by this point. You've been out in taxis, you've been at restaurants, you've been at casinos. So sit down if you've had a negative customer experience in the last 24 hours. 48 hours. Let's extend that to a week. Drop in like fly. 2 weeks? Okay, if you're still standing, you are very gracious or very lucky. But thank you very much, everybody. You have just proven my point that you are all experts in customer experience. Now, delivering a great customer experience, it's really hard. And one reason that makes it really hard is because customer expectations are constantly evolving. And on top of that, customer expectations vary by things like age group, demographic. In fact, 59% of customers think customer service is more important now than it was before the COVID-19 pandemic. And on the flip side of that, 91% of baby boomers and 74% of Gen Z think that it's more important than ever. But why is it so hard? There's actually a lot of reasons, but I want to talk about some key themes that we hear about from our customers. So number one, the customer's preferred channel isn't available. This is really important, where you have to think about the whole design of the customer experience end to end. Everything from a customer engaging with your company on your website, through digital channels, all the way through the phone. And while digital channels are critical, 75% of inbound interactions in the US remain voice. So if customers do need to talk to somebody, it's important that they can get it from a person. Number two, unfriendly, out-of-date service options. When websites and self-service options are archaic and difficult to use, like press 1 for sales, press 2 for support, it drives away customers and it leads to abandonment. 36% of customers will abandon when they're frustrated by too many options or long menus. Number three, long handle times. Who here likes to wait for a long time? Put your hand down. Okay, so anything that doesn't save a customer time is friction to delivering a great customer experience. It's critical you get customers to the right resolution and you get it to them fast. So fragmented technologies across the contact center, it makes it really challenging and sometimes impossible to provide a seamless, consistent view of a customer. It creates a fragmented view. And this is what contributes to those long handle times, long hold times, and multiple contacts to resolve the same issue. Remember those high customer expectations we talked about just a minute ago? 70% of consumers under 25 prefer automated experiences. Okay, and last challenge we'll discuss today, number 4, disconnected interactions. This prevents companies from personalizing the customer experience. This goes from everything from self-service all the way through when agents are engaging with customers so that they have everything that they need to provide a personalized experience to customers. And this is so important because 75% of customers would switch to a competitor if it was more convenient to do business with them. So, at Amazon Connect, we don't just help our customers meet customer expectations, we work backwards with our customers to ensure we give you the capabilities you need to exceed them. So, we continue to evolve rapidly based on what customers say they need and what their most top-of-mind business challenges are. At Amazon Connect, we have tens of thousands of customers supporting 10 million contact center interactions a day across all industries and sizes. And we're responding to their feedback and their needs. And we're working backwards from these asks to deliver what's needed for our customers to exceed their customer expectations. So now let's talk about what it means to deliver a superior customer experience. It means you give your customers choice so they can engage with you on the channel of their choice. You design an end-to-end experience that's modern and intuitive so that customers can get self-service or get assistance when they need it the most. It means leveraging smart, AI-powered automation to reduce all of those friction points that cause long wait and long resolution times. And you leverage every single customer touch point to personalize every single service experience. So when you do this, you can improve customer satisfaction, reduce your customer's effort, and decrease handle times. By personalizing self-service experiences, which has traditionally been a challenge, you also give yourself the ability to make sure that all of your high-value engagements are prioritized for live assistance. So, what makes Amazon Connect unique is our ability to deliver seamless experiences across all channels. This means, with Connect, you build once and you deploy across multiple channels in just a simple-to-use UI. And because every single touch point is managed in Connect, you can use that data to build dynamic and personalized experiences across all of those channels. With AI and machine learning at the heart of every single interaction, you can use Gen AI to generate human-like conversations and comprehensive FAQs. And what does that really mean? Well, it means customers can self-serve and feel like they're still getting a live interaction from the best agent in your contact center. When your customers do need live help and they engage with you over the phone, they get reliable, high-quality voice no matter where they are in the world. And now, I am going to invite my colleague, Mike Nolan, up to show you what an example of a superior omnichannel customer experience looks like.
Hey, what's going on, reInvent? How we doing? All right. Awesome. So like Hannah mentioned, my name is Mike Nolan, and I have the honor and privilege of giving a demonstration of the omnichannel capabilities of Amazon Connect. Before we dive into the demo, I want to introduce you to our protagonist. Me? Meet Nikki. It could be you, sure. Meet Sheila. Meet Nikki. Nikki's been working really hard in her current role for the last 6 months and has recently secured a promotion. Along with that promotion comes with an increased compensation package that means more take-home pay at the end of every pay period. In addition to that, Nikki's also going to be traveling a lot more for work. So she's going to be booking things like hotels, flights, cars, and other travel expenses. So Nikki's 3 weeks into her job, and she's been traveling and booking a lot of trips. And she goes to book another trip, but her card gets declined. Now let's take a look at how Nikki and her bank, Any Company Financial, resolves the issue. Nikki's first notified of the declined transaction via a push notification through the bank's mobile application. Nikki goes to Any Company Financial's website and sees the opportunity to chat in the lower right-hand corner. Nikki's greeted with a personalized experience from the virtual assistant, greeting her by name and also recognizing why she may be contacting us today. Of course, Nikki is contacting us about her declined transaction and selects as such. The virtual assistant explains the situation to Nikki, that she is over her credit limit, but also has a resolution for her, and that she's eligible for a $5,000 credit limit increase. Nikki's interested in applying the credit limit increase to her card, and the bot fulfills her request. Now, we've successfully unblocked Nikki from booking her trip, but Any Company Financial has also identified Nikki as a good candidate for their Traveler Rewards credit card. So while we have Nikki's attention, we ask if this would be something Nikki is interested in. Being that she's traveling a lot more for work, she's inclined to listen more and wants to talk to an agent to learn more. So we're going to slide over to our agent experience. And on the left-hand side, you can see the entire transcription of the digital assistant and Nikki, and the agent's able to dive right in and start helping. Nikki wants to just learn more about the Traveler Reward credit card. And on the right-hand side, you see Amazon Q has generated a response based off of what Nikki is asking. The response is generated from the Traveler Reward Card FAQ page, as noted at the bottom. The agent reviews the response and decides that it's an appropriate response to respond to Nikki with, and selects to do so. Nikki's interested in the card and wants to proceed with upgrading her card to the Traveler Reward Card. The agent uses agent guides to walk him through the process of upgrading her card. He confirms her basic information, confirms the new card and the delivery address, reviews and confirms all of Nikki's information, and submits. Nikki is now upgraded to the Traveler Reward Card and should be receiving it within 5 to 7 days. In this experience, we were able to resolve Nikki's issue by offering a personalized experience and allows her to unblock her from booking travel. We also identified an upsell opportunity to see if Nikki would be interested in the Traveler Reward Card. In this customer journey, we saw personalized service experiences and intuitive, easy-to-use self-service in allowing the virtual assistant to resolve Nikki's issue with just 2 simple interactions. This leaves Nikki feeling delighted, and she's thinking about where to spend all those Traveler Reward points now. 3 days later, Nikki receives her first paycheck with the increased compensation. She wants to use the additional funds to start investing, but she's new to investing and is feeling a little overwhelmed and that the industry is filled with a lot of jargon, and she just wants to make sure she's doing the right thing for her future. So she starts by navigating to Any Company Financial's wealth management website and sees the opportunity to start a call in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. Nikki's connected with an agent, and the agent identifies that this is Nikki's first time investing and sees that as a good opportunity to escalate the conversation to a video chat in order to build a relationship with Nikki and earn trust. Nikki agrees, and they start chatting through video. So we'll switch to the agent experience here. After Nikki and the agent are conversing, they find that the best course of action is to send Nikki an informational guide to help her get started through their digital collateral on their website. The agent uses step-by-step guides to identify the channel in which she wants the information sent, being SMS. He enters in Nikki's phone number and creates a follow-up task for 7 days so that somebody can reach back out to Nikki in 7 days and see if she has any other questions or help close the sale. The agent identifies the proper informational packet to send Nikki, confirms all of her information, and submits. With that, we were able to send Nikki the information that she needed, and in the background, create an Amazon Connect task to follow up with Nikki within 7 days. In this experience, we provided digital artifacts to help Nikki with her wealth management education, and we created a follow-up task with Nikki to help close the sale or see if Nikki has any additional questions. During that interaction, we saw a customer channel of choice in the agent recognizing that this was an opportunity to build trust and a relationship with Nikki, the customer. In turn, Nikki feels like a valued customer, and she's more likely to invest in their brand. Two days later, Nikki receives her traveler reward card. Any Company Financial reaches out to Nikki telling her that her card has been delivered and asks if she has any questions. Nikki's card has been delivered, but unfortunately it was delivered damaged. So the virtual assistant recognizes that they need to order a new card for Nikki and places the order with expedited shipping. But the envelope was torn, and Nikki's a little uncomfortable and feeling a little worried that somebody might have seen her data, her PII, right? And I mean, who's been the victim of identity theft or a stolen credit card or anything like that, right? But quick by show of hands, right? It's becoming more and more prevalent. And when that happens, it's a violation, you feel intruded on, and all you want to be able to do is talk to somebody at your financial institution and ensure that you're secure. And that's where we find Nikki. The virtual assistant recognizes this as a security concern and escalates to an agent. The agent is able to join the SMS conversation right from Nikki's virtual assistant conversation. Again, Nikki's a little worried about people seeing her information, and the agent offers to give her a call on her phone, in which she is happy to oblige. So on the agent side, you see that the chat ongoing with Nikki, but the agent's going to go to the upper left-hand corner and select Make a Call to give Nikki a call. He'll enter Nikki's phone number in the number pad area and click the blue call button to initiate the call. The agent and Nikki are now connected through voice, and they're able to identify that the next appropriate action would be to put a security alert on Nikki's account in the event of any fraudsters trying to impersonate her. In this journey, we saw proactive outreach and reaching out to Nikki to see if she received her card okay and to see if she had any additional questions. We were able to quickly and efficiently reorder a card for Nikki, but she still felt unsure about the security aspect, so we escalated to an agent and put a security alert on her account. In this experience, we saw smart AI-powered automation and a customer channel of choice, being that escalation to a phone channel. This leaves Nikki feeling relieved and secure. In this demonstration, we saw omnichannel customer experience and agent empowerment and productivity tools. On the customer side, we saw the channels available to reach your customer where it's convenient for them, or to use channels as a way to escalate and have a more intimate conversation to earn trust and build a relationship. We saw proactive outreach to reach out to Nikki to see if she had any additional questions with her new card. We saw task management being used to follow up with Nikki in 7 days to close the sale or to help Nikki with her investment strategy. Finally, throughout all of this, we saw AI being able to quickly and efficiently resolve Nikki's issues. On the agent side, we saw AI able to assist the agent in their responses, expediting the time that an agent has with a customer. We saw step-by-step guides being used to solve common customer issues that allows agents to have the same level of service, regardless if they've been with the company for 2 weeks or 10 years. And we saw this all within a channel-consistent experience in a single pane of glass agent workspace. Now, I'm super excited to also say that we highlighted 2 channels that we just went generally available with yesterday. And I'm going to invite Hannah back on stage to learn a little bit more about those channels.
Thank you, Mike. What a powerful experience. Great job. Yes. I get the fun part. I get to highlight our brand new capabilities. Super excited. As I mentioned earlier, as Mike mentioned, we continue to innovate rapidly. So we're really excited to announce the generally available launch of built-in SMS capabilities with Amazon Connect. So previously, we've supported customers with workarounds, and now we're excited to deliver this capability so contact center managers can use the same configuration, routing, and analytics as they do today with voice, calls, and tasks. And through these SMS experiences, just like you saw in the demonstration, customer intent is detected, and the responses can be automated, like through a chatbot experience like you saw, or the SMS can be routed to an agent for those high-value interactions like you saw. And when an agent is involved, AI can deliver suggested responses so that they can send those back to the customer quickly and accurately. We are also excited to announce the generally available launch of in-app web and video calling. Yay! So with this new capability, companies will be able to deliver voice and video calling from their web and mobile applications in as little of a single snippet of code. This makes it easy for companies to personalize interactions, improve customer satisfaction, and reduce costs. These new channels eliminate the need for third-party tools that are expensive and complex to maintain. And this new capability also includes support for AI, such as conversational analytics, real-time agent assist, and real-time caller authentication. Now I want to get really specific in how some of the most innovative customers in the world are using Amazon Connect to transform their customer experiences. It is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce and welcome Prithvi Sahu and Tarun Gupta from Adobe to the stage to share their story.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you for inviting us here again this year. Last year, when I was here, we shared our first major milestone in the Amazon Connect platform journey. And today, we are going to share how we have fundamentally changed the way we operate our contact centers worldwide. Before I invite my colleague Tarun to speak more about that, let me give some brief background about our company, Adobe. Please raise your hands if you have used an Acrobat PDF document in the last 6-7 days. I know I do this. We are really proud to have invented this product that has fundamentally changed the way we conduct businesses as well as use it in our personal lives. Adobe is more popular for another product, Photoshop. I'm sure whenever you have taken a very nice picture and shared it with your friends and family, you get compliments that, hey, you have Photoshopped this picture. The product is so popular that it has become a verb now. And again, we are really happy about that. We are a highly innovative company who strongly believes that innovation can happen anywhere, and it's reflected in many numbers here. As you can see, we have 6,000 plus patents. We also deeply care about our environment and giving back to the community. Now let's talk about contact centers. Adobe operates multiple contact centers across multiple regions in the world to serve our customers. Our interaction volume is primarily digital-driven, with 80% starting in a messaging platform, messaging interactions, and 20% is voice. These contact center sites handle all sorts of interactions, starting from pre-sales to sales to post-sales customer support and retention type of queries. In the customer support space, we handle both product-related queries as well as account management questions as well. Now, let me share a brief quote from our CIO, Cindy Stoddard. As she mentions, we used to have a highly fragmented customer experience because of multi-channel platform earlier. As we have migrated to Amazon Connect, we have been able to provide a highly customer-centric and personalized experience to our customers worldwide. This platform enables us to innovate at our own pace. And let me now invite my colleague Tarun, who is very happy about our partnership with Amazon and will share more. Thank you.
Thank you, Prithvi. And I've been with Adobe for almost 2 decades, and in this contact center space as well. But this last 2 years have been most exciting part of my journey with Adobe and in the contact center space. We have fundamentally changed how we operate our contact centers with Amazon Connect. We are now more than ever able to provide a seamless and a personalized experience to our customers. As Prithvi mentioned, we started this journey last year with migration from our legacy chat platform to Amazon's chat system. And the going-in proposition was, let's not do a lift and shift of this migration, but let's look at fundamentally changing how we can positively impact our customers and the agents as well, using the extensibility and flexibility provided by Amazon Connect. So we built our own agent-facing application using CCP and APIs provided by Amazon, which was fully integrated with our backend systems like our Microsoft Dynamics CRM and plus a few other Adobe applications. So this provided the agents all the history, the contextual journey of our customers when the customers reached out to the agents for support. And the customers got a more personalized experience because they were talking to an agent who knew all about them. And the other key goal, second key goal for this migration was reliability. With our previous legacy chat platform, we were at 97% availability over the year, but with Amazon Connect, we are at 4 nines. So while it might seem 2 percentage points difference, but it does pan out to almost like 20 minutes of uptime over a single day over a period of 1 year. And you can see how being available more for our customers will absolutely impact our CSATs and also our revenue generation. So with this first milestone achieved last year, we were super excited to do the transition from our legacy voice platform to Amazon Connect to provide a more holistic omnichannel experience to our customers. With the foundation already there, the custom-built application with all the integrations already there as well, the heavy lifting was taken care. Now the focus was, how do we introduce omnichannel experience for both our agents and our customers, and drive the conversation through the value versus the channel dependency that we had earlier. We built in applications like bot to phone, chatbot to phone, and chat to phone applications that enabled us to meet the customer where they wanted us to meet and made the journey channel agnostic versus being dependent on a single siloed channel earlier. And this resulted in us elevating the customer experience globally for our customers across the globe. And once this system was fully in place, we started to see the benefits from the Amazon's analytics capabilities as well. We were able to see the insights of how our customers' journey were happening through the IVRs, through the systems, And we were able to do A/B testing, get the data real time from the systems, which previously took multiple ETL jobs over 24 hours, and the processing of that information back to the operations team, and making those changes earlier was taking us 2 to 3 weeks. Now with this system, with the right analytics, we were able to do those things within a matter of few hours and see the results immediately as well. The other thing which we were able to accomplish with this, and people in the contact center industry, we can relate to this, is that we were able to decommission a lot of legacy PBX systems that our BPO partners were using. So earlier with our legacy systems, we had multiple siloed contact centers operating with each BPO partner operating separately. But with Amazon Connect, we were able to bring all of that into one single ecosystem and have a larger pool of agents available to support our customers. And this all helped us in reimagining how we operate our contact centers. So from our traditional call center model, we are moving away to a more of a knowledge center approach for our contact centers. We are only going to let high-value, highly complex interactions reach our agents, versus the low-value, low-complexity transactions will get self-service through automation. We have already achieved a significant % deflection on our chat platform, and we are working to achieve a similar deflection on our voice platform as well. The other key thing we need to call out here is that from a contact center perspective, because of the pandemic in 2020, when we had to send all of our agents back to home to work, it was very difficult for us to kind of provide a seamless experience to our agents if they wanted to work from office or work from home. But with Amazon Connect, that challenge or the complexity has been taken away, and the agents are now able to work from home or office seamlessly, and that has improved in a lot of morale boosting for our agents as well. So while we move with this Amazon journey, we are constantly looking to solve for some of the pain points as well. Like as Hannah mentioned earlier, some traditional pain points are there in the contact center industry. First of all, like providing a channel agnostic journey through our omnichannel platform, we have taken away the dependency of the customer to come on a specific channel. We are able to meet them where they want us to come. And by gradually introducing more capability into our IVRs through natural language processing, we are able to simplify how our customers are able to come versus press 1, press 2 for this. We are able to provide them a more simplified approach. And by bringing in the Gen AI capabilities, we are going to start improving the productivity that our agents are having today in solving for some of the customer challenges. The agent AI assist that we are going to build will provide the answers for them as the customers are typing their queries as well. So we are trying to do all of that to make it more simple for our agents to provide the service to our customers. So as we move forward and start looking at more capabilities, we want to introduce the third element to our omnichannel experience, which is the web case routing. So today we have phone and chat as a part of the omnichannel offering, but then we are going to start bringing in web case routing, and that will get routed through the Amazon Tasks capabilities. So that will provide a more holistic experience for our customers. Now they will get the same experience if they are raising a web case ticket on the web portals as well, versus not just the same on chat and phone. Plus, we are going to look at some of the capabilities that got announced recently, like the video calling and the web-based calling as well, to see how we can further improve and provide more seamless experience to our customers. Thank you so much, and I would like to invite Hannah, Mike, and Prithvi back for a fireside chat.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. I'm gonna sit over here. Right. So obviously, such an amazing story. There's so much that we want to dive into with the two of you. So one of the things that we hear a lot from our customers is the word agility, the need to be agile. Can you give us an example of a time where Amazon Connect allowed Adobe to be more agile for Adobe's business needs? Prithvi, we're going to give this one to you.
Okay. In our business, it's extremely important for our business partners to be able to open up new contact centers quickly as our customer demands change or specific customers need us to be available in certain time zone and certain countries. Prior to Amazon Connect, it used to take us easily 3+ months to set up a new contact center. Thanks to the new platform that we have put in place, now we are able to open up contact centers in 3 weeks or less. We have zero dependencies on the MPLS and other telecom infrastructure challenges that we used to run into, and our business partners are extremely happy with the agility we have been able to provide them.
It's not on?
That's
now
on.
it's on? Okay, here we go. So Tarun, after you migrated to Amazon Connect, like a lot of our customers, you started to experiment. Can you tell me about a real-world example where you were able to experiment with the customer experience without having a negative impact on your customers?
Sure, Mike. Am I on as well?
Yeah, I think you're good. Yep.
So I'll talk about a very classic example that most of the people in the contact center industry can relate to, which is the misroutes and the transfers between the sales and the support teams. So we had the same problem, and our sales team was getting frustrated because they were getting a lot of support calls, and that was taking them away from the revenue generation calls that they needed to do. Plus, they had to transfer the calls back to the support team, which resulted in a broken experience for our customers as well. So with Amazon Connect, we were able to drill down with the analytics on the IVR itself to see where the problem lies. Like what's prompting the customer to choose the wrong options, or are we not understanding what they're saying on the NLP IVR as well. So we were able to fine-tune the IVR, both DTMF based and the NLP IVRs, to see where the problem lies and how we can adjust. And we did multiple rounds of A/B testing on that, and we saw actually significant reduction in the transfers that were happening previously. So the capability to fine-tune, do the A/B testing, and make those results count in was one of the key things for us as well from Amazon.
Yeah, I love when I hear about customers experimenting with A/B testing and kind of mitigating that impact, but also pressing the envelope on what you can offer your customers. Now, obviously Adobe has a global presence. You operate within 68 countries. What were some of the other benefits that impacted your global customer base when you migrated to Amazon Connect?
Yeah, the first example that comes in mind is like the translation or the geofluency services that we call, which allows our customers to interact with us in their native language. And the agents who are not that native language speakers can interact with them on the messaging side, not on the phone side though, on the messaging side. So as an example, if you are a customer from Germany and I am only an English-speaking agent, I can still support you on chat because whatever you are typing is coming back to me in English and whatever I am responding back is going back to you in German. So that kind of helped us with providing a more holistic end-to-end 24/7 support for our customers across the globe, because we, as like 68 countries if we are operating, there's some place which is already always online. So based on follow the sun model as well, we were able to support our customers across all time zones, even if their local time zone was not available. And we see significant value from that being done on the European languages. And now we are trying it with the Japanese language, which is a more tougher language from a translation perspective, but we are seeing early success on that.
That's great to hear. Another thing that you called out was this elevated experience you could deliver globally to your customers. Can you give us another example of where you're able to do that?
Yeah, so when the pandemic hit in 2020 and we had to send every agent to work from home, we had our voice on the legacy chat voice platform, on-prem systems. And we started seeing voice quality issues, especially in the JPAC region and the way the Japanese language is spoken. We started seeing a lot of issues in the Japanese customer interactions. And we were seeing a lot of complaints come across. So when we started this migration for Amazon Connect, we were able to use the tools provided by Amazon and the third-party tools to see the entire path of the call, where the blockages are happening, which points could be causing those issues, and we were able to resolve before we went live. So by seeing and improving on those blockaging points, we were able to provide a more, I would say, a pretty decent experience on the voice side. And we got some feedback from a Japanese agent, and which is a very tough feedback from them. Like, it was as good as talking to you here when they were talking to the customers. So, we take that compliment seriously because that was a lot of effort had gone into that.
Tough customers, yeah.
Tough customers.
So I don't know how we're going to get better than that, but we're about to try. So the audience is here because they're interested in learning about omnichannel experiences. One of the things that you talked about in your overview was how you started off your journey with Amazon Connect Chat, and you were using your legacy provider for voice. Can you tell us a little more detail about what it was like when you did transition to omnichannel?
Yes. So with the first step of doing the heavy lifting on the chat already done, and then the migration to voice for omnichannel on the same platform was much more easier for us because all the integrations were built in. The agent were already in the system. The queues, the routing profiles were already in the system. It was just a matter of enhancing it to take in the omnichannel experience and the configurations versus just the chat configurations which were earlier there. So I would say it was seamless from a technology perspective, but a lot of learnings were needed by the WFM team and the operations team on how to fine-tune the omnichannel queues to make it work the right way. So, but from an IT perspective, it was pretty seamless for us to move to the next step.
And what were some of the other benefits from a platform perspective that you saw when you started to use Amazon Connect?
So one key thing which we had was like the number of phone numbers across the globe. And that was becoming unmanageable. All the agents wanted a separate DIDs for them to get the callbacks for their customers, and we had toll-free numbers across anyways for all those countries. So with Amazon's capability, the routing capability, we were able to bring in something called as last agent routing, and that helped us to get away from that DID model. So if you are looking at, let's say, 2,000 agents each having their own DID, and if you are able to reduce that to a single number across regions, you are maybe looking down to maybe 50 or 60 numbers replacing those 2,000 numbers. And that makes the system more simplified. It results in cost savings for us. And plus, the challenges if an agent leaves tomorrow, what happens to the calls that they were supposed to get from their previous customers. So all of that gets taken care of with this last agent routing and helps in reducing the cost on the telecom and the manageability on the numbers side as well. The other key thing I would call out here is the pay-as-you-use model of Amazon, because previously with our legacy on-prem system, we were using per agent license. Mm-hmm. So every agent was either a chat agent or a voice agent, and if we had to make a voice call back to the customer because we were not able to solve the issue on chat, mm-hmm. we had to give it to somebody who had a voice license. So that particular agent will call the customer back, and that introduces a time lag and plus made the experience more frictionful. But with Amazon's pay-as-you-go model, every agent is now an omnichannel agent. It's more of a training thing that they can use the system the right way versus any licensing or a cost innovation on that.
Amazing. And so I'm going to give this last question to Prithvi. But Prithvi, you've accomplished so much with Amazon Connect already. What is next for you?
Yeah, I think the next big one we are looking at, Tarun briefly touched upon it, our enterprise customers raise probably 80% of their support issues through web cases. And we do plan to integrate this web ticket routing using the same omnichannel routing that's in place for phone and chat channels, because we strongly believe that will give a much better experience for our enterprise customers than that is in place today. We are also looking at expanding our Gen AI capabilities. We are introducing conversation summary for our agents so that whenever there is a transfer from a bot to an agent or agent to agent transfer, we are quickly able to provide a summary of the past conversations for the agent to respond rather than putting the customer on hold for a few minutes to read through the case notes. There are other agent assist capabilities we are introducing. Some of it, you saw a glimpse of it in the Q announcement. We have developed something very similar that's going into production shortly. We will also be evaluating the web and the video calling capabilities just to see if that's going to give us a differentiated experience and more personalized experience for our customers. And that's on our roadmap as well.
Amazing. So I'm sure that a lot of people have a lot of questions for you. So we want to make sure everybody gets a chance to ask their questions.